Hey guys, this is Kristin from KristinCoaching.com. Thank you so much for joining me for this video today. The topic of this video has to do to see if your relationship is ready for marriage coaching. Most likely if you're watching this video, it's because you're realizing that something in your marriage and in your relationship is not working for you guys. Maybe you've been unhappy for a while, maybe you guys are fighting a lot, maybe you're feeling like your needs aren't being met, maybe you're just feeling like you guys are on different pages lately. Whatever it is, there is a reason that you're watching this video. And it's important to know when your relationship is ready to get some help, to get some professional help, outside help, and especially somebody who can help you kind of come in and be able to, work on some goals and, essentially help you guys fix things that aren't working for you. So let's dive into it. It's important to know what the signs are that your relationship is ready for some help. Because if you continue down this path that you're on now of not being happy or not being fulfilled, it's just going to lead towards relationship devastation or possibly divorce in the future. And we don't want to go there at all. Okay, that's why I wanted to make this video, because it's important to be aware of what's going on. So the first sign that you guys are ready for marriage coaching is that you fight a lot. Maybe you're yelling, maybe you guys are arguing about every little thing, whatever it is. If you guys are yelling and fighting and just really disagreeing a lot, and it feels like it's this constant battle between you and your spouse, that can really be a hostile environment to live in, and nobody wants that. So, it's definitely a sign that something's not working. What relates to the fighting a lot has to do with sign number 2, which is having poor communication in your relationship. Whether or not you're yelling, whether or not you're not saying anything at all to each other. Sometimes the silent treatment and not talking can even be worse than yelling and talking at times. So whatever it is, if you're having poor communication in general, that could be a sign that you could get some outside support with that. And then sign number 3 that your marriage can be ready for marriage coaching is you avoid talking with each other just so you don't have to argue. So if you're arguing so much that you're just like, you know what, I'm not going to even talk at all because I want to avoid an argument. I want to avoid conflict. That's a really hard place to be in. When we desperately don't want to have negative interaction, so we choose not to have any interaction at all. I want you guys to have positive interactions. I want you guys to feel like you want to talk with your significant other. So if you don't, and you don't want to, because it's only, causing turmoil and negativity and arguments and bad feelings, that's something that needs to be changed. And then another step and another sign that you're ready for marriage coaching is that you don't feel like your marriage is a partnership. In any relationship, we want to feel like we're walking side by side with our significant other through life, and that we have a teammate and we have somebody to kind of battle those life challenges together. That's the point of being married. It's the point of having a spouse, right? To have and to hold from here on out, sickness and health, all those things. You want somebody side by side with you going for it and being that team person. So if you're feeling like you guys aren't a partnership, that is a problem. And then also, if you're having no intimacy or just a decrease in physical intimacy, that can definitely be a sign you guys are ready for marriage coaching. Because usually when emotional things are kind of coming up in the relationship and you're having, rifts, it can manifest in a physical way where you guys don't want to be close with each other and intimate. And that also goes with not wanting to just even show affection. You're not hugging as much, you're not touching each other as much, you're not giving little kisses on the cheek as much. And all those things add up, and usually physical intimacy is a sign of an emotional rift. A lack of physical intimacy is a sign of an emotional rift in a relationship. And then another sign is that you're not honest with each other. When was the last time that you told your significant other deep, things about you, intimate things about you that you have told your best friend, or maybe you don't tell anybody at all. Do you tell them your secrets? Do you Do you open up and are you vulnerable? My guess is you aren't, because if you are vulnerable, that allows you to be hurt. And my guess is that you have been hurt a lot in this relationship with these arguments and these rifts that you guys are going through. So a lot of times people just shut down and they don't want to be honest and open about what's going on. And that can be really hard. And then also, you're just feeling in general that your problems are unresolved. You have issue upon issue upon issue upon issue upon issue, and it's getting stacked and stacked and stacked. And before you know it, you have so many things that just aren't working that it just feels like nothing ever gets resolved. And that can just feel like a heavy weight on your shoulders. And it's a place that you don't need to be in. And then just a couple last ones, you don't share your life with each other. You're kind of feeling like you're living with a stranger. And, that can be hard when you're feeling like that lack of connection. And then this is the biggest sign that you guys are ready for marriage coaching. And that is that you think about being in other relationships. That's a huge one. If you are married and you're with somebody, in any healthy relationship, you want to be in that marriage. You want to have that partner as your life partner and somebody that you can tackle life with and love forever and be happy. So if you're thinking about ending it, that is a huge sign that you guys are ready for some marriage coaching. So, what can a marriage coach do for you guys? Well, ultimately, coaching has to do with working on goals. There are goals that you and your spouse and the marriage coach sets in a setting together, and you work towards those goals. It has to do with making each other a priority in the relationship again, making sure that each other's needs are being met as much as you can, to the point where both of you are happy, setting goals, whatever those are, whether it's increasing healthier communication, whether it's increasing your intimacy, whether it's, being honest again, whatever those things are, whatever the rifts are in your relationship, learning how to trust again, whatever it is. You set goals, you do relationship building activities, things that you can talk about together in the setting, in the session, and work towards it. Sometimes having a professional with an unbiased opinion to kind of come in, really sort out what's going on, and make attainable goals and have you guys go for it together can really be helpful. Both people are going to need to want it. Both people are going to need to recognize there's a problem and want to improve it. And that is the crux of what is going to make it work, that both of you want to put in that effort and improve your relationship. You both deserve to be happy, and you both deserve to be making steps towards that direction and towards the direction of happiness. So I highly suggest and encourage you to do your own research on marriage coaching and what that looks like, and get going on it and start your path to be happy again. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them as soon as I can. And I will see you guys next time for my next video. And you guys take care. It's good to see you. Bye.